Hello, this is John Dodge, Community Manager of the Enterprise CIO Forum, back with another week in review for the week of November 7th. Well, I've seen a lot of articles this week across the IT and CIO websites and publications that talk about how the cloud is changing IT jobs. And they were rife with examples. For instance, Lorianne McLaughlin at Information Week wrote about the rise of the Hadoop architect. Well, Hadoop is that storage methodology and technology that handles unstructured data. And we're seeing the rise of architects in general. Indeed, another blog post at ZDNet talked about how the cloud is destroying IT as we know it. And we're seeing the rise of cloud architects, security architects, people who have a hybrid IT and business background. That's sort of loosely what architect is meaning. And we have two posts that sort of relate to this at the Enterprise CIO Forum. One is by retired CIO and CEO of the Compass Talent Management Group, and that's Joel Dobbs. And he wrote a post this week that talked about the future of the CIO. And he sees the CIO as 1/3 technology manager, the traditional role, and 2/3 divisional vice president, line of business with profit and loss responsibility. And that's radically new, this second 2/3 of the job as a divisional vice president. Related to that, another blogger, HP's Paul Muller, wrote about the rise of DevOps. And DevOps is a new development methodology, development organization that really redefines what IT might become under that CIO that Dobbs describes. And this is to reduce development bottlenecks and to really streamline development and the brokering of development services if applications are being acquired through outsources and on the outside or as services. So we're really seeing a roiling of the traditional IT landscape. The jobs are really changing. And not only that, we've had a couple posts at the Enterprise CIO Forum, one where a financial services firm was laying off 850 IT people and directly related that to the cloud. And clearly these people were from the ranks of data center operators and system administrators. So this is a recurring theme. It's just that I saw a preponderance of articles on this topic this week, and we'll be covering it as it unfolds. Secondly, I wanted to point to a video at the Enterprise CIO Forum from the TED conference. It's one Simon Sinek, and he's an expert on excellence, and he talks about how to distinguish excellent firms from firms that may look like they do things exactly the same way but don't have a perception of excellence. And he talks about Apple, and we all know that Apple has a tremendously loyal following. And his point is that people don't buy in to what you do; they buy in how you do it. And people were really buying into the late Steve Jobs philosophy on what products should look like, how they should work, what they should cost. And I thought that was a really interesting video, and it's under the headline, people don't buy into what you do, they buy in how you do it at the Enterprise CIO Forum. Check it out. The TED conference, by the way, is a conference very hard to get into, of big thinkers and big ideas and innovators, and they do 15-minute presentations and then they post them on videos on their website. So there's a lot of interesting stuff there. Finally, I want to talk about some new features at the Enterprise CIO Forum. First and foremost, we launched a mobile version of the Enterprise CIO Forum last night. So if you have a smartphone, it will immediately adapt to this mobile version, which is much more tailored for the small display in your smartphone. So please check that out, because we know a lot of people consume the content from the Enterprise CIO Forum from a mobile device. Secondly, we have two new topics that we're covering. Actually, we've been covering them all along, and but we're creating their own pages just under the home page level. We call them sub-level pages. One is the cloud, and one is IT performance. So those are just essentially buckets that topical buckets that we throw our content into, but we've expanded and given them much more prominence on the website, because we've been covering them so heavily all along, and it's what you need to know about. Thirdly, if you're watching this, you know we're doing tons more video. We do week in review every week now, and we do probably 3 to 5 video blogs. And you're able to do that too. Please post your YouTube video on our website. We like to keep them from 1 to 2 minutes, and just a quick opinion piece about something that's really important to the CIO community. So that's it for this week in review for the week of November 7th. Thanks for being with us. I'm John Dodge, Community Manager of the Enterprise CIO Forum.